She always described herself as somebody who loved the desert. Like, that's where she felt at home, and that's where she wanted to be. And there's such beautiful footage of their family camping trips in the desert. And then as they go to a sort of colder, wetter climate, the internal and the external temperatures start to shift. Yeah, they're really like the two halves of Stephen, the way that this married couple sort of balanced each other out and gave room for the other to fully express themselves. And you see that, in their son, the way that they sort of commingled, like that is Stephen. One of my favorite things to do was to listen to her laugh. It was one of my kind of touchstones that I would use to sort of like right before we would shoot. I mean, I had so many beautiful home movies of her and like just so much footage that was so dear to me that I just watched over and over and over again. But kind of like a shortcut for me was her laughter. And it was this like looped tape of her laughing at different ages in her life, different moments in her life. And I would go to it even before scenes that didn't encapsulate, didn't where she wasn't laughing or where that wasn't a part of it. It still was so much her essence, like the desire to laugh. Like she just felt like somebody who was about to who wanted to break out into a smile at any moment. And there was just so much, like she was just so full of life. And the way that she laughed, the way that she gave herself over to her laugh, that really kind of summed her up for me. Right. She has a passion that she didn't live to the fullest expression. She didn't become a concert pianist, even though she could have become a concert pianist. I think in her son, she sees his ability to live his life completely as an artist. I didn't have like a preconception of him. I didn't expect him to be one way, and then he surprised me by being another way. I was meeting him for the first time. I was completely open to who this person was without an idea of who they should be or who they were going to be. And who I met there was a person who's still deeply attached to their childhood and deeply attached to a sense of play and discovery and like moment to moment joy. And what I found was somebody who I had the most fun of my life with, and I couldn't wait to see what he was going to tell me and to see where that would take me and then to see where we would go from there. So it just felt like every day we built in this sort of, imaginary world together. But he was so much my partner in that and the most incredible actor's director. You think of him, you think of his shots and you think of his, technical genius and these, the shots that he devises. But, I'm here to tell you as an actor, it's just, he's devising that with you about an emotional life and a journey that you can go on through a scene as much as he's devising it with how the cameras are moving. So, I'm still like reeling from it. I haven't worked since and I don't know.